Hi, welcome back to another video in my Riding with Diabetes series. Today I want to talk to you about one of the biggest challenges that we face as diabetic motorcyclists, and that's keeping our injectables cooled, especially when we're touring. Keeping injectables cool while traveling is a challenge no matter how you travel. For years I've been using cooling packs, which have done a pretty good job of keeping things cool during things like flights or when traveling by car. You simply soak these in water, which activates the little cooling beads inside, then slide your pins or vials in, put it in its cover, and head off to the airport. These have been effective for me on several 34-hour long flights. I even took a 44-hour flight or journey once to Australia, thankfully in business class, and they did pretty well. When you get to your destination, you simply remove the pins or vials and pop them into the fridge, but that's just the first part of the challenge that we have. Quite often, especially when traveling internationally, you'll encounter hotels that do not and cannot provide a mini fridge for your room. In those cases, I've had to either store my meds in an employee fridge, like where they keep their lunches, or in a fridge in their kitchen. In those cases, I've had to go to the front desk to ask for them to grab my meds, inject, then I take them back, give them to the employees, and have them return the meds to the fridge. Not only is that a pain, but it's also a little uncomfortable talking about all of that in front of customers in the lobby. And if you're going camping, well, the challenge is even bigger because there is no mini fridge or kitchen. As for motorcyclists, we also have to deal with the fact that we're often traveling in extreme weather conditions. And I'm talking about heat here, like what we're experiencing right now. Those little chem packs don't do so well when you have them in your saddlebags or tour packs when riding in 90 to 100 degree temps. After being caught in a bad situation last summer on a trip, I began looking for a solution that would allow me to keep my injectables at the proper temperature range regardless of the conditions that I'd be touring in, and one that overcomes the problem of not having a room fridge in the hotel when I get there, either overnight or for the duration of my stay, like what just happened to me when I was in London for 2 weeks. In my research, I came across a company called 4AllFamily and the range of products that they provide. I recently reached out to them and told them about the challenges that we face while traveling on a bike. I ended up discussing this with the COO of the company, who told me that the majority of their staff were diabetics and they really understood well the challenges of keeping meds cool when you're traveling. 4AllFamily offers a wide range of products tailored to the type and amount of meds that you need to carry with you when you travel. There are a ton of product options available. After discussing what I was looking for in a solution, they sent me the products that we felt would address the challenge that I'd laid out. And I'm about to put them to the test as I leave on a 5-week touring trip and will need to travel with more injectables than I have ever had to take on a bike. The first part of that kit is the 4AllFamily Voyager portable travel refrigerator. Yeah, you heard me right. It's not just a cooler, it's a portable refrigerator. So let's have a look. In the Voyager package, you receive the storage container, a biogel cold pack, the refrigerator unit, a USB charger with a USB-C charging cable, and a carrying sling. The Voyager is essentially a 2-in-1 solution. You can either use it with the biogel pack to keep meds cool. The biogel will keep an inside temp range of 36 to 46 degrees Fahrenheit for up to 30 hours, or a cool room temp range below 79 degrees for up to 52 hours. Or you can use the fridge unit to keep things at refrigerator temps of 36 to 46 degrees for as long as it's powered. To use the biogel pack, you put the pack in the freezer for 6 or more hours before you travel. Remove it from the fridge, let it set at room temperature for about 7 to 10 minutes. That allows the outer surface of the biogel pack to acclimate and will keep your meds from freezing if they're touching it while they're stored. Next, slide the biogel pack in the container and then put your meds in. This unit will hold a ton of meds, dependent on the type and form factor. Their website has really good guides on just how much you can store in the container for all of their different products based on the meds that you're taking. In my case, I use tirzepatide, I think that's how you say it, called Mounjaro. These pens are really big, much bigger than the semaglutide that I used for years before transitioning to Mounjaro. With the biogel pack, I can fit 3 pens in the Voyager. If you're carrying vials of insulin or something using smaller pens or containers, you can store much, much more. Refer to their website for the capacities for your particular injectable. After putting your meds in, simply put the top of the Voyager on and you're good to go. To use the Voyager as a refrigerator instead of using the biogel, put your meds into the refrigerator unit, slide it into the container, screw it down, then plug the power source into the Voyager. Now, although the website says that the refrigerator unit can only hold 2 Manjaro pens, I found that I can actually fit 3 by removing the end cap off one and covering the bottom of the pen with foil. Now look, I'm not saying that you should do this, but because the Manjaro pen has a locking mechanism to keep that needle secure, I'm comfortable doing this myself. The lid has a small display that will show you the current temperature inside the Voyager. The fridge unit is also smart, and it will cut off when the temps get down to 36 degrees. Then it'll turn back on when the internal temp reaches 46 degrees. You can either power the Voyager via the USB wall charger or, as I'm doing here, via a power bank. This particular power bank is a 20,000 milliamp unit that you can order separately from 4AllFamily, although you should be able to use your own power bank as long as it meets the same specs. The unit will continue to run for as long as it's powered. So if you're in a hotel room with no mini fridge, you can simply plug the Voyager into the wall and let it run until you check out the next day or several days later. I would suggest that if you get caught in this situation, you can freeze your biogel pack in the hotel's fridge, then use it the next morning when you're ready to head out for another amazing day of riding. You can slip the unit into the sling carrier, which also has a sleeve on the outside to hold your power bank. A super convenient way to carry the Voyager and keep it charged and running if you need to have your meds with you while you're, I don't know, on a hike or something. I'll be dropping videos on my experience with the Voyager while I'm traveling over the next 5 weeks, and I'll go over some tips for optimizing things for efficiencies, stuff like pre-cooling the Voyager before you use it. For motorcyclists, please note that we cannot use the refrigerator unit if you're storing the Voyager inside a saddlebag or a tour pack. You've got to use the biogel pack. That's because the unit is taking in air as it operates. So you need to have the unit stored in something with solid ventilation, or you could maybe slide it into a seat bag side pocket with the top exposed, as long as it has plenty of access to fresh air. My plan is to use the biogel pack during the day while I'm riding. Then I'm going to use the refrigerator unit when I'm at a hotel if I don't have a mini fridge, or if I don't think that the mini fridge is up to snuff. Maybe it just stinks because, well, I'm super excited about the Voyager, and I think it's going to significantly reduce the amount of stress that I've had with keeping my meds cooled while I'm riding. But for this 5-week trip, I need to carry 5 pens with me. So to increase my capacity accordingly, I'm also carrying their Nomad Big product. The Nomad comes in different sizes, so you can get one that fits your specific capacity needs. As I said, this is the Big Nomad. It's the largest Nomad, and if you look at it, it appears to be the same container that's used as the Voyager. The Nomad only comes with a biogel pack though, and you use it exactly as I described earlier for using the Voyager with a biogel pack. There is an option to also order a cooling lid for the Big Nomad, not the other sizes, but I'm not going to cover that here. Between these two products, I'm now able to carry enough meds with me on a 5-week tour. During my tour, I'll be staying in one hotel for, I think, 5 nights, another hotel for 4 nights. The rest of the trip is mostly overnighting at each location that I'll be stopping at daily. But with the Voyager and Nomad, I don't need to worry. As I said earlier, I'll be dropping videos during my trip to give you updates on my experience with these products. Then once I'm back, I'll do an overall review of the products and discuss how effective they were and any challenges that I faced. I really want to thank the folks over at 4AllFamily. Not only did they listen to the challenges that I needed to address, but they also actively engaged in discussing what the optimum solutions might be. Not to mention, they sent me these products to test and only asked one thing of me, that I give them, and include in any content, honest and truthful feedback. I told them not to worry about that. Just ask people like Rick Rack. And my dudes, people, I'm still getting grief about that video. 4AllFamily also gave me a discount code to offer my viewers. If you use the code Percy10 when ordering products from the 4AllFamily website, you'll receive a 10% discount on your purchase. Check out their website and the broad range of products they offer for helping us keep our meds cool so that we can keep ourselves sorted and enjoy our adventures. I've already received some great feedback from people about the Riding with Diabetes series. If you're a diabetic, and especially one who rides, please consider hitting the subscribe button to get notified when new videos drop. Also, I'd kindly ask that you hit the thumbs up button on this video if you found it useful. That will help make sure that YouTube gets the video out to other people out there who might benefit from this content. Okay, I'm out of here. See you from the road as I travel with my cooled injectables over the next 5 weeks. Peace.